Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, thanks for joining us as we are celebrating Passion Week this week. We started yesterday with celebrating Palm Sunday on Sunday. Today is Monday, and we are looking at Are We Like the Fig Tree? Okay, and this event actually would have taken place on Monday. If you remember when we talked about him on Palm Sunday. He went and had the big parade was for Jesus. He went into Jerusalem. Remember, it was traveling. If Bethany to Jerusalem is about 2 miles away. Okay, so went in there to Jerusalem. Spent a little bit of time in there. It's not a lot recorded what he did there, but we know he went to the temple. Then from there he went back out to Bethany. Jesus never spent the night in Jerusalem. He always spent the night at Bethany. Usually, that was you might say a suburb there. A town 2 miles away, and that's where he had friends. Okay, so today I want to look at this incident that he had with a fig tree, and it's taken from, and the title is "Are We Like the Fig Tree?" And it's taken from Mark 11 verses 12 through 14. Okay, so if you have your Bibles, you can follow along with me. It says this: the next day, okay, so that'd be Monday, like today, as they were leaving Bethany, Jesus was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree in leaf, he went to find out if it had any fruit. Okay, now this isn't like fig season, but fig trees are unusual. They're not like the orange trees we have in Florida that bear fruit one time a year. So these fig trees, they would get leaves on them, but then they would have some early figs. Okay, not a huge harvest of figs, but they would have some figs on there. And so Jesus sees this, and he sees the fig tree in leaf. So that means there's leaves on the tree. There should be a few figs on there. Okay, so that's what he sees. And he went to, and seeing in the distance, this is verse 13, a fig tree in leaf, he went out to find if it had any fruit. When he reached it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for figs. Then he said to the tree, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard him say it. Okay, you go on down later. Later in the next day, which is verse 20. I'll just read verse 20 for a little bit here. When evening, in the morning, as they went along, they saw the fig tree withered from the roots. Okay, so it happened just like Jesus said. Now, what's the whole point of this? This particular miracle that happened here is one of destructive nature. Jesus very rarely did any miracles of destruction. Okay, it was always to help people. Heal somebody and stop the storm and all kinds of things like this. Never a thing of destruction, but this was a thing of destruction. And you're asking, why did he do this? Okay. He was doing this to show a point and to get the point across. He was showing how disappointed he was with religious people that called themselves religious and acted like they were godly. But the fruit that they had was far from godly. Okay, so there was no fruit, and they were cursed. So the religious leaders of that day would fit into that category. They were all walking around like they were high and mighty and all religious and everything. But when it came down to it, and the fruit they actually had wasn't there. Okay, and so that's what Jesus is talking about. And this is really kind of a warning to us today. We can act all religious, like, oh yeah, I go to church every time the church doors are open, and I'm reading my Bible, and I'm praying and doing all this, but the fruits of my relationship with God aren't there. Okay, when I have a neighbor that needs love, I'm not there to give it. Okay, or if I have someone in need, I'm not there to help that person in need. Everything, like we've talked about the fruits of the Spirit. We talked about them in Ephesians, so just a little while ago. If we don't have the fruit of the Spirit, then what's the why are we acting like we're Christians? Okay. So that's the whole point here of this whole thing is Jesus is saying, he's showing his disappointment. If you don't have the fruit to back up what you're saying, he doesn't want any part of it. Okay. So watch out for yourself. Make sure you have the fruit to back up what you're talking about. Thank you for watching. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Passion Week 2022. Lord's blessing. I'll see you tomorrow.